Welcome back to another quick review today. Review is not going to be so quick. Today we are talking about Eternals, a movie in which I have a lot of strong feelings towards. Now, I'll just get it out there. I don't really like this movie. There's a lot of problems with it, and the first one that shoots to my head is the story. The story, I think, has its good moments. I think overall is a story with a lot of potential. However, it felt rushed. I mean, of course, if you could fit 10 characters, each with backstories and personalities, into a 2.5 hour movie, you have to skip past some things, but it was a bit too quick for my liking when it came to, finding the Eternals and assembling them to help with the emergence and the Celestials and all that. And it honestly would have been done better as a 10 episode Disney Plus show, because then they could have fit all those backstories. Like, I really wanted to know more about Phastos' backstory, but we only spent maybe like 10 minutes on it, and it just wasn't enough for a movie of this size with these characters that have been living for thousands of years, right? And another character there's a lot of characters I have complaints about, by the way, but another character I have a massive complaint about is Sprite. Sprite is just a brat. She is a kid, like me, she is a kid who doesn't understand the world. She doesn't understand why she was made the way she was. And that's fine and all. That's all well and good, but she didn't deserve anything that she got by the end of that movie. Got the chance to be human, be mortal, go to school, be among people that are like her. But the issue being, she didn't do anything to deserve all of that. She sided with Icarus in the end because of a crush that didn't really need to be in that movie, but here we are. As straight up stabbed Cersei, and overall was just a jerk. At the end of the day, she was just kind of a jerk, and the fact that that's how they decided to send her off is mind-boggling to me, and makes no sense. Another thing I want to talk about is Icarus. Icarus, I can't be bothered with the evil Superman plot anymore, because it's been done a lot, and not all of them I hate. Like, Marvel is the last company that should be doing the evil Superman plot, because DC does it, and mind you, they do it really well most times. DC does it, they do it great, and Amazon did it with The Boys and Invincible. Now, I haven't seen The Boys personally myself. I heard it's amazing. Invincible is phenomenal. I love that show. Marvel did not do the evil Superman plot right, and if all the other evil Superman plots in movies like this are going to be like Icarus and what happened there and what went down there, by the way, that plot twist was not great. But Icarus, what he did, then I don't want to see any more evil Superman plots, because it's just not good for the movie. And of course, the other characters that I have minor complaints for, like, I think Cersei could have gotten a bit more, but overall, she was just kind of a bland character in a bland movie. You didn't. A lot of these characters did have a personality, and Cersei didn't have that. She was just there. She was the leader. She made she called shots, but end of the day, she was dull and boring, and quite possibly one of the worst characters in that movie, because she didn't do much. Now, there are some positives I will have that this movie has. I think Druig, Makari, Gilgamesh, and Thena all phenomenal characters. I think Festos, with a little bit of more storytelling and background information, could have been an amazing character as well. Ajax, we barely got to see it in the movie, and frankly, we could have had more. I think a lot of my complaints with this movie boil down to time and the amount of time they spent on the movie, and then yeah, the actors played their characters to the best of their abilities. That's pretty much what I have to say about Eternals. It's a Marvel movie, so it's going to do good in the box office and among fans. For me, it wasn't it, and it wasn't what I was looking for going into this movie. Now that being said, it's not the worst Marvel movie of all time. I can think of at least 5 movies that are worse than it, 5 or 6, but it's still not the greatest. Like a lot of people on Twitter say, or Instagram or YouTube for that matter. It's not this great Marvel movie. Like the diversity is really what carries this Marvel movie, and that's cool. That's good. Great. We love diversity. But if that's all you can talk about, that's all you can use to defend the movie, then you really have a bad movie. So yeah, I would give this movie about maybe a 4 out of 10. I would recommend it to anybody who watches Marvel movies simply because of the fact that it's going to be important in that last cutscene, the post credit scene, very important. But if you're going to watch this as a standalone movie, not go into it without, if you go into it without MCU background and you just want to watch it, I would not recommend this movie at all. Yeah, that's today's quick review. See you next time.